everybody, how you guys doing? I'm doing well. I'm excited for today's video. So today's video I'm going to be teaching you guys how to study for, I have my laptop here so don't mind if I'm looking down, how to study for long stretches of time without getting bored. You know those people that you see hypo, this one woke up at 2 a.m. and they've been studying and it's 5 p.m. that means they've been studying for what, 13, 14, 15 hours. How do they do it? I'm going to tell you guys how they do it because I'm one of those girlies. So let me tell you guys, here's the thing, it's not that they don't get bored, but it's about keeping your brain active. Because once you sit there at your table and you say, let's study, hey, all of a sudden, like, even sitting outside doing nothing is more fun than doing your work, you know what I'm saying? So this is the very first thing. Depending on the amount of work you have to do, choose the total amount of time you'll be required to study. I know that today I have this much work, there's a lot of work to do. I have to study for a total of 5 hours. I have to study for a total of 12 hours. 12 is my favorite interval because not necessarily that I'll be studying during the whole 12 hours, but those 12 hours are allocated to work. So for example, I could say 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. Or what I usually do is like start it a bit earlier so I can end my day earlier. So like 2 a.m. to 2 p.m. because then by 2 p.m. I'm done studying. It's vibes. And 2 a.m. your brain is still active and all of that stuff. So what you're going to do is you're going to work in time intervals. This thing of you think you are going to be Superman and sit down, work the whole time. Sorry, I have the white lining because of my lip gloss. Anyways, work in time intervals. Either 30 minutes, 10-minute break, or an hour and 15-minute break. Choose the time intervals that you want to work in. Choose whatever works best for you. I know like these are things that work best for like some people, so 45 minutes and 10-minute or 5-minute break. So after every 45 minutes of working, pure focus on working, you'll take a 10-minute break. And then so you have your time intervals of work and then you have your actual break time. So you still have a break time and a lunch time. So your break can be half an hour, be like, okay, from 10 till 10:30, that's like my break. The other interval times are just like times for you to do any stuff, that you're trying to get done. This is how you are going to be that girl. It's all about the mindset. You need to make your breaks productive. This is the thing that people do that like leads them on their downfalls. What they do is they'll work, they'll work really well. Oh my gosh, it's break time, that's so cool. And then during their breaks aren't productive or their breaks lead them to not going back to work. So what you need to do is make your breaks productive. So during your breaks, your 10-minute break, 5-minute break, do not go into TikTok because it's not a break. You are still working. You're still pretend like you're at an office and you have a 9-to-5 job. God forbid. But anyways, pretend that's you're at an office. Just because like you're like, let me take a cute look, doesn't mean like you can now go on your phone and stop making phone calls. It's still a break, but it's not like you're not done with work. So leave your phone alone. Nobody ever died from not using their phone for a couple of hours. You won't die, you'll be perfectly fine. So don't take TikTok breaks or Instagram breaks or like short breaks to respond to WhatsApp things, because that also distracts your brain. Well, the whole point is to tunnel vision. That's what you're essentially trying to achieve. So instead what you want to do during your breaks is go to the bathroom, for example, or leave your room. If you're studying at home, leave your bedroom. Go to the kitchen. Maybe your mom's cooking and she's speaking to your aunt. Go to the kitchen. Oh hi, how you guys doing? Yeah, no, I'm good. Join them, have a bit of conversation. Get a food, do something. Go to the bathroom, or like if you know that when you were studying, during the time that you were studying, you realized that you needed a highlighter, but your highlighter was in your drawer, but you couldn't stand up because I said no distractions. Even if don't take distractions at all. Even if it's like, oh yeah, let me just stand up to go get that sticky note so that I can. No, if you didn't have it before you started your work, then it obviously wasn't important enough. So you're just going to go without it, I guess. And then you can use your break during like an hour break you can use your phone during like breaks that you'll take for an hour or half an hour, like your long break. You can use your phone and be like, okay, I'm going to TikTok, treat myself. But during those small little intervals, those are purely just to reset your mind. And your mind is not going to be reset if you, 5 minutes TikTok. Because it also becomes just a long process and training, and then you're not going to be able to work for the full 12 hours that you would have wanted to. This is my favorite part, meditate. So before I get into any long period of work or whatever, I meditate. Let me tell you guys how I do this. So what you're going to do is lie down on your back. Well, before you do that, go into Google and then look up whatever you want to. I don't know, let's say you have a lot of anxiety, like you have a lot of so much work to do, like you're on the verge of mental breakdown, you have a lot of anxiety. Go and look up 10-20 minute guided anxiety meditation thing, which essentially is someone like speaking you through your meditation process, and they'll be like, hey, lay down on your back, breathe in, breathe out, clear your brain of what. That's what I like doing. So like I'll go onto my phone, pick whatever one I want to watch. Well, not watch, I'm not going to be watching it. I'm going to be laying on my back with my eyes closed, hands next to me, breathing in and out and just being relaxed. So yeah, that's my favorite thing to do before I start like any hectic work thing, because it just allows me to get into the mood. And then what often happens is before you start working, it's more of a thing of, oh man, I have to work, not looking forward to. But after your meditation, it changes your mind, because now you're like, okay, I'm actually grateful that, like, you start like everything around you is so peaceful, and you're like, wow, I'm grateful for the fact that I have an environment to work, or I'm grateful for the fact that I have this time to work, because if I work, it means that I'm going to be less stressed next week. And it's like, wow, that is so beautiful. And it just allows you to, like, the mood that you're on, it's like, wow. And like now when you're working, you're not like, ugh man, what am I doing? Page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's like, hey, I'm doing page 1, 2. Oh, okay, cool, that's fine. Oh, whoa, okay, it means I'm going to be covering this. It's all about the mind. Even if you don't believe it, fake it. Even if the last thing you want to do is study, do it. Today I'm going to the library. I'm probably going to pull an all-nighter. That's the last thing I want to do. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. The last thing I want to do. But it's the best thing for the next week that I'm having, because the next week that I'm having is a big hectic. So yes. And then the last point here that I have is writing a to-do list. If you guys have noticed, all of this it's a mental game. You have to be able to play games with your mind. Writing down a to-do list. So the first thing with to-do lists is that they decrease your anxiety, because they provide structure to your day. So you make your to-do list the day before. All of the stuff I'm telling you, you can't just wake up now and be like, hey, I'll study from this time to this time, because then it comes the thing of, oh yeah, well, I'll study later. Before you go to bed, you're going to write down, tomorrow morning I'll wake up at 2 a.m. and I'll start working at 3 a.m. Right, so then you're going to write down your to-do list. Don't write maths homework, physics homework, catch up on life science. What you're going to write is maths exercise 1.1, maths exercise this, and you're going to write a time next to each thing. So maths exercise 1.1, 3.00 to 3:45, and then 5-minute break will be from 3:45 to 3:15. Then after that, exercise 1.2, this, then take a break for this. That's what I mean. Structure every single minute of your day, because then, like, when you're in the middle of the process, you're not there thinking, well, let me just, because now if you relax, nothing's going to go according to plan. So it's honestly just easier to stick to the plan, so that like you don't have to create a new schedule. You get what I'm saying? The second thing with to-do lists is they build your confidence, and they make you feel like you've accomplished something when you cross them off. Like, I look forward to doing tasks, because I know that after this task is done, I can take my red fine liner and cross out the thing that I was supposed to, like, as it's so satisfying. And also, like, it makes you feel like you can trust yourself. Like, I told myself I was going to do X, Y, Z today. What did I do? I did X, Y, and Z today. Now you're a confident girl. You're like, nobody can tell me nothing. Listen, me. So yeah. And then with regards to to-do lists, if there's something that you haven't done, you'll carry it over onto the next day. So let's say I wasn't able to do my maths assignment. That's perfectly fine. What I will do is tomorrow when I make my to-do list, that maths assignment will be the first thing on the list. Also, with your to-do list, you're going to make it from the thing you least want to do or the hardest thing to do to the easy. You know, so we'll start easy, and that's how make it. No, start with the hardest thing to do, because your brain is the most active then, and it's like, okay, cool, let's just get this done. So yeah, that's how you work for long stretches of time. It's a mind game. Find ways to keep your mind engaged, and find ways to like actually enjoy what you're doing. Have music playing in the background. My favorite thing to do is walk while studying, like up and down the driveway or wherever I am. I'll have music playing. Let me show you guys what like it looks like when I'm studying. Let me show you. So here's my laptop, for example. Here are my counting notes. My laptop is playing music, and then there's me. So this, and then like, you know, I put my notes down. I'm like, hey, what do I know? So I know that this, and this guy's. I'm not even in proper clothing. I didn't realize I was gonna be standing up, but you know, have a look at the hair. I got my hair done. I really like this. I don't care about anything, because you know, I feel like that girl. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel, more content coming. I love you guys. Bye.